I don't know what's going on. It's all chaos and internet stuff today. What in the world? Good to have you with us today. In spite of all the weirdness, it's weird on the Monday. Good to have you with us today. I got to tell you some things that happened over the weekend. Good morning, good morning, all. Hi. Can you hear me all right? Okay, good. Sounds good. All right. So I don't know why the whole thing's messed up this morning, but I tried to. It's frozen on Facebook. Great. Hopefully it'll pick up. I've got good signals, so I don't have to do this. I don't know what the issue is, but hopefully we can get this straightened out. It's Monday. I had weird stuff from Facebook today. I came on and it said we've got some questionable things, your account's locked, and so I had to go through a little maze to get to the point. I don't know. And yours is fine. Okay, Miss Angie says hers is fine, so good. Okay, just refresh yours there, Sassy Mama Cat. Anyway, it's just been weird. And then I got a new comment assistant. It was off, so I was afraid that you guys could not comment. So I had to stop the broadcast and restart it. Morning. Good morning, Jeff. Everybody. They are trying to silence me. Good luck. My wife has been doing that for a while. It's just one of those things. So weird. The forecast for today. Sunny to partly cloudy, high near 75. But tonight, partly cloudy, early increasing clouds overnight, low near 43. For your Tuesday, partly cloudy skies, high near 78. And it is 55 in Milton, 60 Gulf Breeze, 57 tomorrow, 56 in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Issues all weekend with Facebook. Is it a conspiracy? Is it just tech going out of control? Taking your phone calls, 850-771-0049, and love to talk to you today. If you text, please, no pronouns. I'm glad you're on here. And I'm glad we're on here. It's a good thing. I got tons of video. I probably won't get to all of it today. But I've got some very interesting videos. The first thing I want to show you is from the county commissioners meeting. And, you got to kind of wonder. Do you ever wonder about stuff and go, This is the county commissioners meeting. Jerry Cooey is asking a direct question. I'll let you watch it. Most of you know what's going on, but I'll let you watch it.
Here with the kids' house. So then we have Mr. Cooey.
Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity to speak. You can hear whatever you want to hear, so I want you to understand before I say this, non-accusatory, I just need a little information. There's a vicious rumor running around that we're not participating in the small county road funds this year. Could anybody enlighten me on that?
I think we're back on that, right, Dan?
We are eligible. We did not receive funding.
Yeah, we put in for it, but we're not guaranteed it every year. Representative Williamson, they worked it in the legislation last year because our population outgrew it. They put us back in. We don't know if we lost our priority place in line or not, but we do put in for those SCOP funds every year.
Okay, direct question. Is it a vicious rumor? Did we apply for it? What happened? And he said, yeah, you heard the answer. All right, here we go. Another direct question. Oops.
Did we put in for them?
Yes.
And the answer was just no?
The answer is they ran out of money before they got to our project. There's about $20 million annually appropriated for SCOP for all of the small counties, and we did not meet the cut line. There's an ongoing debate now in the legislature.
All right. Direct question, direct answer. We put in for it. They ran out of money.
SCOP is going to get this year, and we're actively engaged with the Small County Coalition trying to ensure that that program receives funding.
But we had our paperwork in and all?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We had our paperwork in? Yes. Now, FDOT, we know this. FDOT has said, well, that didn't happen. We have plenty of money. They just missed the deadline. Now, I have sent an email to Dan Schiebler asking him to come on the show, explain himself. Not accusatory. I'm not accusing anybody. I just want to know. I give you a chance to explain why is there this huge discrepancy? I've got no answer back yet, but it happened over the weekend, so I will just give him some time. But who's lying or who is misinformed? Now, he said they missed the deadline. That's exactly what he said. That's what FDOT said. Who said they missed the deadline, Heather? Were you talking about the commissioner or FDOT? FDOT said they missed the deadline. We put in for it. They ran out of money, is what was said. And that is not correct. They missed the deadline. So, where does this go? And what do you do with county commissioners? And look, those who back that statement, those who don't want, who are not for accountability. And there's a problem here. There's a problem here. Is it a power issue? Is it oops, I got caught? And I don't know. But I want someone to explain. And I think the people of Santa Rosa deserve that. We need an explanation. We can't just go, oh, those guys. You can't do that. Dan, the administrator, has been busted about the situation. The paperwork wasn't filed. 1.4 million missed out on. And now they will try for a new tax. I think that if that is the case, heads should roll. Heads should roll. And, not good. The paperwork is sitting on someone's desk in county admin office. They'll scapegoat somebody on that. Should it be? Do you scapegoat an individual lower down? Because ultimately it falls on Dan Schiebler, right? It's new commissioners. A new tax that they're going to ask for that they won't get. But yeah, here's the thing. They want new taxes for this and for that. But look, you missed out on money. You missed out on money that was appropriated for that. And you didn't do what you were supposed to do and follow through. How hard is this? How many years have we been doing this kind of stuff? Good for Jerry Cooey. Good for Jerry Cooey. I'm glad that he asked those direct questions, and I'm glad there's video out there because that's pretty important. So do you think the problem is one commissioner or multiple commissioners? And that's a legitimate question. Is it one commissioner or is it multiple commissioners? How many are yes men? Because that's been floated out there that some of these guys are yes men. And it's an issue. James Delaney. Maybe it's time for a new county commissioner. It's his job to be sure the deadline wasn't missed. They are more about the title than the selfless service they should be. Well, and that happens everywhere. It's about power. I like how he clicked that button after he asked. Yeah. Well, he kept forgetting because you have to turn that off so the others can talk. It's just that's set up that way. Commissioners don't literally do the paperwork. No, but you got follow up. It's your responsibility to make sure it happens. The problem's the administrator. We'll see. James did vote against the tax increases. He did. James Calkins is the only one that has kind of stood up to him. And good for him. With all the ordinances and that kind of stuff, and James has been standing up against that. But what about the rest of them? Nowhere to be found. Something to think about. O-Search currently lists 9 great white sharks pinging in the Gulf of Mexico. The sharks range in size from the largest weighing at 2,076 pounds to smaller ones weighing 533 pounds. The smallest is closest great white to the northwest Florida coast, located about 50 miles southwest of Pensacola Beach. O-Search is a data-centric organization built to help scientists gather data in the ocean that was previously unattainable. But we've got 9 great whites pinging in the Gulf of Mexico. RV sites, tent campsites, and horse stalls in Florida state forests are now fully open. Florida Forest Service said COVID-19 safety measures are still in effect, including a 10-person maximum at a group campsites and a 50-person maximum for outside events and pavilion rentals. Inside events are restricted based upon building size. I think it's stupid. Lift it or don't. I prefer you lifted it. There's no reason to have mask mandates. None. No reason for separation. If you want to, do it. If you don't want to, don't. But things are opening up. All right, so this is going on. This former daycare worker, there she is, from Milton, who was arrested after allegedly hitting a child in 2019, was acquitted of all charges on Friday. Haley Goodman appeared in court where multiple witnesses were called to the stand, including the mother of the child at the center of the investigation. Goodman was arrested in January 2020 after surveillance video from the kids' Discovery number 6 in Milton on October 22nd, 2019, allegedly showed Goodman holding a child down by their head, holding a blanket over the child's face, and throwing the child onto a mat in an attempt to get the child to nap. Another video from October 23rd showed Goodman shoving a baby's head down into a mat over a dozen times in 10 minutes. She pleaded not guilty to battery charges. The child did not have any physical injuries. So, acquitted. Probably, let me just say this, daycare probably is not your gig. Just saying, find something else. All right, so back to... maybe we should send our administrator for a swim. So this is going back to the Schiebler SCOP stuff. So send him packing. But, I would love an explanation. Love an explanation. Let's have some. I sent the invite out. Just come on and just tell us. What were you thinking? Was it a misstatement? Was it you got kind of panicky and you said the wrong thing? Maybe he thought it was maybe he thought it was an underling that sent it in and they didn't. But that is a very specific statement. They ran out of money. Yes, we sent it in. They ran out of money. That's hard to blame that on an underling. Unless they said the underling, what happened to the FDOT money, the SCOP? Oh, they ran out of money. Okay. It's weird. Bring back tar and feathers for every politician to to extreme? Maybe. They use plausible deniability. Well, there is no denying the video. It was a direct question. There was no pause. There was a direct statement. And there you go. We'll see. I'm going to withhold you. I'm just going off of what I see. We do know that FDOT said they didn't apply for it. We do know Jerry Cooey asked a direct question and Dan Schiebler answered directly. And Peach was in on the, I don't know if it's cover up, but Peach was right there backing him up. Someone needs to answer. Someone needs to answer. It is sad when your representatives have no integrity. And they represent the people of Santa Rosa. How much power is too much power? I don't know. Interesting. As my FDOT contractors install and repair the final 5 trophy pieces on the Pensacola Bay Bridge, considerable efforts have been shifted to the construction and completion of the remaining bridge decks on the structure. Deck constructions consist of several key phases, including placement of concrete beams. So during this process, precast beams are transported to the bridge site, erected onto the abutments and piers. Installation of stay-in-place forms and rebar, reinforced steel. The stay-in-place forms will allow the forms to remain in place when the concrete is poured. Pouring and leveling the concrete. Concrete is poured in the forms and machine levels and smooths the concrete surface to ensure that the top of the slab is at the correct elevation or grade. The curing of the deck. So targeted reopening of the bridge remains the week of May 31st. FDOT is regularly reviewing the contractor's schedule of the entire Pensacola Bay Bridge project. Now, May 31st. That is 42 days away. 42 days away. Will it happen? Will all that happen? And I don't think so. Yeah. Do you ever get tired of people just telling you bogus stuff? That's BS, bogus stuff. I just feel that people in the know just tell you whatever they think you want to hear. Kim says, Roger, what makes you say Peach was in on the cover-up? He asked about it and then repeated what Dan told him. But why did Peach answer? Why did David Peach answer? He should have just went, Dan. But David Peach felt the need to answer. I don't know why. The bridge reconstruction should not be rushed. No, but they should give accurate timelines. The people need to have an accurate timeline. And I think Scans is going to come up with excuse after excuse, blah, blah, blah. Roger was reading. Well, I want someone to speak. I want someone to speak on behalf of that. And it doesn't necessarily, I'm not that egocentric that they have to call me. Be with the news station, whatever. But someone needs to answer. Okay, just explain to us. Give us your thought process. No judgment. I just want to hear what you have to say. How do you explain that? And I don't think they can. But I'll give them an opportunity. I'm not going to bash them. I'm not going to bash them. A historic jail from the 1920s is for sale in Florida. Buyer bonus. It might be haunted. Justin, for you. Although the property surrounding the old Gilchrist County Jail, which opened in 1928 and operated for 40 years, is somewhat dilapidated, the interior is well preserved. The original cell doors, bunks, bath fixtures in place. There's also running water. The 8-cell, 8-bath property comprises a little more than 2,000 square feet and also includes an attached jailer's house. The asking price, $140,000. Arlene Hale's husband bought the jail for her as a birthday present a dozen years ago, paying about $30,000 for it, but they want $140,000 for it. The 73-year-old said it's become too difficult for her to keep up with the property. Will it? Will the administrator's situation be discussed in the upcoming meeting? I don't know, Kim. I don't know if it will. I don't have that kind of faith. I wish I did. I wonder if it just won't be ignored. If we don't mention it, it didn't happen. Escambia County School Board members expressed frustrations Friday with the state's stipulations for turning around Warrington Middle School as they discussed a contract for a consultant to improve the school's grade. Last month, the State Board of Education gave Warrington a 1-year extension to improve its school grade to C after 8 consecutive years of a D or F grade. 8 consecutive years of a D or an F. This extension came with a number of stipulations, including hiring a new consultant called an external operator and hiring a new principal if the school doesn't earn a C grade after this spring's standardized testing. The final requirement, if the school doesn't earn a C, would be for the district to ensure 80% of the school's English language arts and math teachers have 3 or more years experience and are rated effective or highly effective in their performance reviews. Frustrations mounted over the state's stipulations. Some board members felt were unfair because of challenges created by the coronavirus pandemic. The coronavirus pandemic's been a year. This has been 8 years. No excuse. The coronavirus is not an excuse for you. You can't use that because you're crappy at your job. What about the previous 7 years? And you have no excuse, Warrington Middle. You are failing these children. Ryan Petty, member of the state's education board, 8 years we've been failing these kids. It's not their fault. I don't know if it's the principal, if it's a bunch of other things. I don't suppose I know what to tell you, what to do there. But something's got to change. It's not acceptable to have a school go this long. And he is right. Right. Kim says, Roger says, recall Peach. Let me put this up here. Recall Peach. And Kim says, Roger, what is your issue with Peach? Well, if he is, there's been some questionable things from Peach. I will say this. And if he is backing up Dan Schiebler, that's an issue on this. If he doesn't say, you know what, I spoke out of turn. I didn't know what I was talking about. My head was up my backside, whatever it was. I was backing him up because I thought he knew what he was talking about. Evidently, I was wrong. Let's find out what he has to say. So, there you go. But yeah, the school system has got to change. Got to change. All right. Let's see here. The former employee who shot and killed 8 people at a FedEx facility in Indianapolis, here we go, legally purchased the guns. They weren't illegally purchased at a gun show or off the internet. He legally purchased 2 assault rifles used in the attack despite red flag laws designed to prevent that. A trace of the 2 guns found by investigators at the scene revealed that the suspect, Brandon Scott Hole, 19 of Indianapolis, legally bought the rifles in July and September of last year. The police department did not share where Hole bought the guns, citing the ongoing investigation, but said Hole was witnessed using both rifles during the assault. He said he began firing randomly at people in the parking lot of the FedEx facility late Thursday, killing 4 before entering the building, fatally shooting 4 more people, and then turning the gun on himself. Paul Keenan, special agent in charge of FBI Indianapolis field office, said that agents questioned Hole last year after his mother called police to say her son might commit suicide by cop. Agents found no evidence of a crime. They did not identify Hull as espousing a racially motivated ideology. Now, I will say this. The teen, he is a teen, 19 years old. He was obsessed with My Little Pony. He's a brony. He was a brony. It's a group of mostly adult men who are extreme fans of kiddie toys and animated television shows. He's a brony. There you go. I don't know what that, an incel? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. All right. So get this. This is kind of interesting. A man was arrested in Long Island after he called a medical center to say he left his cocaine there. Jose Espinoza, 40, of Franklin Square, returned home from a medical facility in East Garden City Thursday when he realized he lost a substance. Espinoza called the facility to describe what was missing. An employee found the substance and called police. The police responded, determined the substance was cocaine. He was arrested at his home. Hey, I lost a baggie of white powder. Would you check and see if it's in the chair? All right, more stuff on the commissioners. Anyone who advocates for attacks on dogs like Pete should resign. I don't know what that means. Cole is a candidate for natural selection. Gotcha. Donna, I don't know what that means. Incel. No, I don't know what that means. All right. A woman in Tennessee. This is awesome. This is awesome. A woman in Tennessee attempted to use a $1 million bill to make a purchase at Dollar General. Amanda McCordick, 39, tried to pay for several gift cards and other items using the phony money. According to Daily Times, she told police in Maryville she received the bill in the mail from a church. God bless them. A church sent me they don't know me, and they sent me $1 million bill. Funny, it has a road to salvation on the back, but it's $1 million bill. McCormick said she wanted to buy items for care packages to give to the homeless. Her shopping cart had other items and gift cards for various businesses. By the way, can you make change for this $1 million bill? Another woman, Linda Johnson, 61, who's with McCormick, told authorities she'd just been tagging along and was unaware of the money. The pair were not arrested, but the fake money was confiscated. They received a verbal no trespass warning. The Treasury Department has received many inquiries about the authenticity of a $1 million bill. It's not real. It's not real. I can't make this stuff up, Kim. It is. It's a $1 million bill. Why would anybody doubt the authenticity of that? That you just get in the mail. That you just get in the mail. It's like winning the lottery. It's like winning the lottery. Except it's not real. Oh my gosh. All right. A 41-year-old man is wanted in the fatal shooting of 3 people in Austin, Texas. Police officials searching the surrounding area Sunday warning residents that the suspect might take a hostage. 3 adults were killed. The victims are 2 Hispanic females and a black male. Austin Police Chief Joseph Chacon says that they've identified the suspect as Stephen Nicholas Broderick, who's reportedly a former detective with the Travis County Sheriff's Office. He's been considered armed and dangerous. Oh, by the way, court records, Broderick was charged with first-degree felony sexual assault of a child last year. And it looks like it's all coming to fruition now. But all these shootings, crazy. That's what I said, Donna. Dollar General cannot make change for $1 million bill. As a matter of fact, nobody can. Your bank cannot. That's probably part of the reason you see very few of those around. The $1 million bill also votes. Probably. All right. This is awesome. What is awesome is the play-by-play. A high school girls' basketball game erupted into a violent brawl last weekend when an argument between one of the referees and a coach led to a heated blowout. The official was caught on video throwing a punch at a spectator and a player before being body slammed to the ground and then attacked by the player. The best thing is, it took place during a game between Baylor basketball and Indiana Elite. The Baylor's coach was arguing call with one of the refs when she was giving a technical foul. Her and her players gathered up their stuff and started walking out with 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Here is the play-by-play, though. This is what is awesome. This person who is doing the play-by-play is amazing. Check this out.
The Fisher's Fieldhouse here in Indiana, the AAU tournament. Baylor is down 22 to INDI. There was a controversial call on the court. As you can see, the head coach is not happy with the refs. They're still hashing it out. And just like that, we got a tack on Baylor. That'll be their first tack of the game. Oh, they're grabbing their bags. It appears Baylor is packing their bags and going home with 16 seconds left in the first quarter. You don't see that often here. Oh, and the ref is still going out with the team. They are not very happy. Oh, we got a man here filming the referee. As I say these days, video didn't happen. Well, we'll see it now. And the ref swings the righty to the whitey. Here comes a dollar 2-on-1 fight. It's a no holds barred 3-on-1. The son with the purse around his neck is going at the ref too. And now Dad has a grip on the referee. And oh my God, a slam! John Cena. And now the 4-star athlete is just putting in rounds on the dead zebra. Boys and girls, it is time for the Run It Back Turbo Instant Replay brought to you by Jimmy John's. As you see, the referee is going to slap the father from the stands, and then the father hits the whitey with the righty. Take a look at how quickly the man
hits the whitey with a righty. The play-by-play is amazing. That's crazy stuff. Interesting. Shame it has to happen in this kind of stuff, but it is pretty funny. Pretty funny stuff. Body slamming. John Cena, he said. Oh, there's a video going viral on social media this weekend of an armed robbery that thankfully goes horribly wrong. Check this out. This person is trying to do, I don't know if he's trying to do armed robbery or if he is trying to do a carjacking, but check it out. Kid holds the gun in the face. Pow, pow. Oh. I'll make you squeal like a pig. Kid got what he deserved. Yeah, dead zebra, Katie. That stuff is just amazing. But this kid was trying to rob this guy and got the smackdown as well. You got to love that kind of stuff. Oh, my gosh. What else? Terrifying dash cam video of a police chase. Suspect spraying gunfire at cops when they were in pursuit has been released to the public. Carroll County Sheriff's Office in Georgia released this chilling footage of a dangerous situation where 3 police officers were shot and the suspect was killed. Check this out. Is this it? Nope. I think this is it. Here we go.
Whoa. I'll start right here?
Yeah.
Yes, right, second, they'll rip that plate, they don't want that school.
People haven't got out there on the floor, they were just shot out.
Hey, let's
They're
move
just shot
down, let's
at.
move down! Yeah, let's move down, come on. Yeah, it is, but you know what,
All right, hold on. Here we go. Check this out. Wow. The suspect was killed. A couple of officers were wounded, but they're expected to be okay. But that is crazy. Listen, anytime you bash the police, know that they don't know what they're going to go into. And you don't know what's going to happen. And for someone to put this on the same level as a school teacher, you're out of your mind. Out of your mind. Katie says there's a narrative being built. Gun legislation at the Senate. Yep. And suddenly massive increase in shootings. I agree. It is not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. John used to be a deputy in Carroll County. Whoa, that's pretty wild stuff. That video is crazy. But I wanted you to see that. That's pretty amazing stuff. Pierce Shelton was a shooter. He was 28 and fatally shot by law enforcement. They're going to protest his killing. Well, I don't know. Probably. They shouldn't. It didn't warrant them killing him. That's what they're going to say. The Biden administration has reportedly partnered with Twitter and Facebook to inform users of their COVID-19 vaccine eligibility, as states move to make all U.S. residents 16 and older eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. An unnamed administration official told Axios that the White House plans to launch targeted media blitz today that will target specific demographics to tend to show higher rates of vaccine hesitancy, including Latinos and Black communities and evangelical whites. The digital push will also target conservatives on social media, that reported. Social media platforms will send push notifications informing users of their vaccine eligibility. White House officials will also reportedly partake in an effort to appear in interviews with Telemundo and Ag News and radio host Ricky Smiley, who is popular among Black communities. The administration will also call on senior officials, including Dr. Anthony Fauci, Health and Human Services Xavier Becerra, Surgeon General Vivek Murthy, and System HHS Secretary Rachel Levine for additional targeted appearances. Fauci, listen to this. This statement will make you want to put a bag over your head. Fauci rose to national stardom at the start of the pandemic. National stardom. He's a star. He rose to national stardom at the start of the pandemic. We'll target younger demographics with informative Snapchat clips. Oh, mercy. National stardom. Put on your foil hat. It wouldn't surprise me if the Democrats weren't buying guns and giving them. We'll just see. Many states across the United States have rescinded their pandemic-related mandate requiring residents to wear face masks because the COVID-19 vaccines have proven to be highly effective in combating the virus. A top organ of health officials considering a pandemic rule, a permanent rule, according to the Associated Press, mandating social distancing and the use of face masks indefinitely. Current regulations expire on May 4th, but Michael Wood, administrator of the state's Department of Occupational Safety and Health, reportedly wants to alter state regulations to extend the mandate until revised or repealed. We're just going to do it indefinitely. Great. You're going to wear a face mask forever. He's a star in his own mind. Yep. Fauci does appear to be an actor, but not a very good one. Not a very good one. A bad actor. Yep, I agree. All right. What else is happening? Ted Cruz joined his Republican colleagues. You gotta like Ted Cruz. I lived in Texas, and we like Ted Cruz. We like some Cruz. He has joined other Republicans like Rand Paul, Roger Marshall, in ditching face coverings. In the House, members and aides are required to wear masks, but the Senate has no such rule. At this point, I've been vaccinated. Everybody working in the Senate has been vaccinated. A reporter told Cruz that the Center for Disease Control and Prevention still recommends vaccinated people wear masks in public. The CDC has said in small groups, particularly with people who were vaccinated, need to wear masks, Cruz said. Cruz and other lawmakers were offered priority access to the vaccine. It's true. If it works, if it's as effective as you say it is, why are you requiring masks? If it's as effective as you say it is, why are you requiring masks? We don't know because they should make some what, Stephen? I don't know. Make some what? I don't know. Jim Jordan was awesome facing. Yeah, we did that last week. I got some stuff on Maxine Waters. Hold on. We're coming up on Maxine Waters. Costco is the latest retailer to cut ties with MyPillow, according to this company's CEO, Mike Lindell. Here's Mikey. He just keeps doubling down. The big box store stopped stocking MyPillow products without telling the pillow company about the decision. Major retailers have been severing ties with MyPillow after Lindell, a staunch ally of former President Donald Trump, spread voter fraud conspiracy theories that he has evidence to back up. Just say. Did you get your stimulus check? There are some people that's going to have to give it back. A lot of people who received the third stimulus check could really use it. Unfortunately, some people may have to return the $1,400. According to financial publication Kiplinger, non-alien residents are part of the group. Generally, a non-resident alien is not a U.S. citizen, doesn't have a green card, is not physically present in the U.S. for the required amount of time. On the other hand, a person who's a qualifying resident alien in 2021 is eligible for the third stimulus payment if they have a valid Social Security number and isn't claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return. So some may have to give it back. I find it interesting that probably the people who can't pay it back are the people who will have to pay it back of that group. Because, look, non-resident aliens aren't known for having wads of money, right? They're not going to have to pay it back. They're going to make them want to. They're going to want them to, but they're not going to be able to. Okay. Maxine Waters was condemned by Republicans for telling protesters in Minnesota to get more confrontational. Here is Mad Max and her weird rant.
Right? I mean, oh no, not manslaughter. No. This is guilty.
Not manslaughter.
I don't know whether it's in the first degree, but as far as I'm concerned,
Derek Chauvin, in spite of what the court finds out, despite of what goes on, it's not manslaughter. He is guilty of murder.
What happens if we do not get what you just told? What should the people do? What should protesters on the street do?
I didn't hear you.
What happens?
What should protesters do?
Well, we got to stay on the street, and we've got to get more active. We've got to get more confrontational. We've got to make sure that they
You got to get more active and more confrontational. We want to get our way, or we're going to get wild. It's got to be murder. There's no other way. So, does Derek Chauvin get justice? Do they want justice? No, they want their way. Yeah, I know. She sorry, it's the video. But she has called for, you got to get more confrontational. You got to stay in the streets and tear stuff up. She is out of her gourd. Here's the thing. You want to talk about a radical person. She is dangerous. She is dangerous. I want to show you this. This happened on somebody's camera, security camera. This is wild. Now, this woman claims it's a baby dinosaur. Watch the video, and I'll play it a couple times because you have to watch. So watch. It's weird. It is weird. I'm gonna play it again because I want you to see this thing. It is the craziest. Watch. I wish I could slow it down, but I can't. Check this out. So look at that thing. Do you know anything that runs like that? It's not a chicken. Not a chicken. Not in the middle of the night. Chickens sleep. That is not a cat. That is not a dog. What is that? That looks like a baby dinosaur. Yes? That is pretty crazy. That is pretty wild that she has that video. Wow. pretty wild. What else is going on? A poll by NBC Quinnipiac shows that 48% of respondents approving of the president's job performance, while 42% disapprove. But if you dig down, only 30% of the sample strongly approve of Biden, while 36% strongly disapprove. And all important among independents, 27% approve strongly, while 38% disapprove strongly. The tally suggests support for the president is lukewarm. That doesn't get people to the voting booths, especially in off-year elections. The trends of these ratings are not favorable. The strongly disapprove category among registered voters has grown steadily from 32% in February to 38% last week. The strongly approving dropped from 38% to 35%. Since he was inaugurated, Quinnipiac reports Biden's ratings on honesty and leadership have fallen. And the number of voters who think rightly that the president's dividing the country has jumped. NBC also cites a Marist NPR poll that just came out showing 52% of registered voters approving of Biden while 41% disapprove. Again, the number strongly disapproving is 26%, while 31% strongly disapprove. Bottom line, voters are tepid on this president. Always have been. Look, 58% of the people who voted for Biden were voting against Donald Trump. That's a fact. They weren't voting for Biden. Keep that in mind. An emu escaping from an insurance commercial. A large lizard, not running like that. Not on its hind legs. Not on its hind legs like that. And what was Komodo dragon? And it's pretty wild. It is a wild video, you have to admit. Retail, this is awesome. Retail chain Kroger closed 2, now 5 California stores Saturday after Long Beach City approved a coronavirus hero pay ordinance. Hero pay ordinances bump pay for workers in retail stores and pharmacies with 300 or more workers due to the hazards of the COVID-19 pandemic. In Long Beach, eligible workers have seen a $4 per hour increase in their wages. Democratic Mayor Robert Garcia approved the ordinance in January. Other cities in California have taken similar measures, with Los Angeles approving hero pay at $5 an hour. So Kroger said, we're just going to close these stores. They're underperforming. It's not worth paying them $5 an hour more, so we're done. And they're closing them. And that's what happens. Texas nurse Brittany Logan told Fox and Friends Weekend on Sunday that she was shocked by the honesty of a sign she saw at McDonald's drive-thru asking customers for patience as the restaurant deals with staffing issues because no one wants to work anymore. She posted the video on TikTok earlier this month, writing the caption that McDonald's is savage as of Sunday afternoon. Logan said she thinks Texas McDonald's is short-staffed because people make more money collecting unemployment benefits and therefore do not feel compelled to return to work. I don't think anybody is wanting to say it, but with unemployment and the stimulus tax income, everyone's kind of saying, you know, I make more sitting on my butt. They can make more on the unemployment than they make with these benefits, and they're just not wanting to go to work. It appears in the video, the note says, we are short-staffed. Please be patient with the staff that did show up. No one wants to work anymore. And she's right. And she's right. All right, so here is Chris Cuomo talking out of his backside. He declared Friday the gun reform and police reform that Democrats desperately want will happen only when white people's kids start getting killed. Here you go.
Want to make the problem them. Takes the onus off the idea that you're wrong about policing not needing to change. Forget that police are trained to deal with non-compliance with force that is not lethal. Hey, comply or die. You know what I mean? And you know what the answer is? You really do. You don't like it. I don't like it. It scares me. Shootings, gun laws, access to weapons. Oh, I know when they'll change. Your kids start getting killed. White people's kids start getting killed. Smoking that doobie that's actually legal probably in your state now, but they don't know what it was, and then the kid runs and it pop, 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 pop. Cop was justified. Why'd you run? Oh, he had a baseball game tonight. Oh, a white kid. Oh, big family. That house over there. Those start piling up.
Yeah. Whatever.
On with these police. Oh, what? Maybe we shouldn't even have police. That kind of mania, that kind of madness, that'll be you. That'll be the majority. Because it's your people. See?
What a moron. What an absolute moron. He has no clue. He couldn't find his butt with both hands. If he looks for his head, he might find it. But that's it. For the third time this week, a riot was declared in Portland late Friday night after insurgents demanding social justice caused widespread damage to businesses and a church that feeds the homeless every week. A group of several hundred people marched through downtown Portland on Friday. During the BLM protest, the crowd chanted, "If we don't get it, shut it down," and Black Lives Matter. Here's video of that. If we don't get it, shut it down. Yeah. Now, the interesting thing about this is they looted some stores, vandalized, anti-cop graffiti. There are also reports of gunshots. Some rioters destroyed the storefront windows of Nordstrom, Verizon, Nike, Starbucks, and some banks. During the height of last summer's protest against police brutality, Nike pledged $40 million over 4 years to support the black community and to supporting organizations that put social justice, education, addressing racial inequality in America at the center of their work. At the same time, Verizon announced it would donate $10 million to various social justice groups, including the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund, the National Urban League. The Starbucks Foundation offered $1 million in neighborhood grants to support racial equality in response to the death of George Floyd. And yet, those tend to be the businesses that they destroy. You get it? You get it? Bite the hand that feeds you. Bite the hand that feeds you. Now, where was it? Katie said she got a mask-wearing prompt drop down while watching the show. Oh, we're tagged. We're flagged for sure. And so there's some kind of algorithm that if you talk about masks, you get a correction. The masks work. All right. Someone's paying off on some big insurance policies until the rates go up. And look, those insurance rates get passed on to everybody. New York already has the strictest gun laws. Yeah. So Elizabeth, you used a pronoun. I suppose you're talking about Chris Cuomo. And he is. And so is Maxine Waters. They are encouraging violence. Now, my question is, when are they going to be corrected? When are they going to be chastised and demanded that they're calling domestic terrorism? That's domestic terrorism. If Trump was considered domestic terrorist and the people that follow Trump, would that not be true for Maxine Waters and for Chris Cuomo calling for violence? Oh, people. Is stuff getting weird? Is stuff getting very weird? It is. All right. What do you do? If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get the results we want from the Derek Chauvin trial, we're going to riot. I got you, Donna. I know. It's for us. It's not for them. So I don't know Waters. Okay. Back to the commissioners. I have again sent an email, and I will be very open. I'm not going to be judgmental on this. All I'm looking at is the evidence. All right, and I want to give Dan Schiebler a opportunity to explain himself. Yeah, maybe it could be somebody else. Hey, maybe he thought it went in. I don't know. We'll see. We will find out. Maybe he'll come on. Maybe he won't. Maybe he'll talk to somebody else. I encourage him to talk to somebody. Talk to the news station. It doesn't have to be me. But let's find out what is going on and go from there. All right. Oh, mercy. It goes by so quickly, my friends. It is Monday. It's going to be a beautiful day. Get out and enjoy it. Look, hey, if you want to, I'll wait. I have a solution for the county commissioners. We will wait on that before I state that. Remind me of that Wednesday. Remind me Wednesday or later in the week. All right. All right, kids. Thank you so much for joining us today. God bless you. Enjoy this pretty weather. And we will see you again tomorrow. Like the video, share the video, and we'll see you later.